Tassone.
Good morning, I'm Maria Tassone from the University of Toronto and co-lead of the Canadian Collaborative. So our question focused more at the institutional level, moving beyond assessment at the individual or team level. And we looked at how we would approach assessment of collaboration and collaborative leadership within and across organizations. So the first comment that there was a lot of synergy around the 7 tables was needing an operational definition of collaboration and collaborative leadership, as well as the core competencies from which we could assess. And there was quite a bit of conversation about needing sincere commitment and role modeling of senior leaders around collaboration and collaborative leadership, and actually having employees within organizations assess their senior leaders for that sincere commitment and role modeling. There was a need seen to have strategic goals or common goals within and across organizations that we could then think about assessing in terms of their success. And much of the conversation actually focused on the balance between process assessment and outcomes assessment. And within the process domain, our tables talked about the need to look at within process things like structures at the micro, meso, and macro level within complex systems. The focus really was, though, on cultural assessment and a number of aspects of cultural assessment that I wanted to bring forward. The first piece was that looking at cultural assessment would be a wonderful way to actually make explicit and surface many of the issues around the hidden curriculum that we talk about. But it would be critical to bring in people from outside of the organization, and in quotations, outside of the regular voice, to be able to peek into an organization and also make some powerful statements and assessments around that culture. But we couldn't just rely on that external perspective. The importance of self-reflection within organizations and across institutions was noted as being quite critical. A number of tools were surfaced, and the most common ones discussed were the IP Compass tool from the University of Toronto that tries to get at cultural assessment of interprofessionalism, safety culture assessment within the patient safety movement, and there was quite a bit of discussion about network analysis as an opportunity to look at the relationships within organizations, because relationships amongst the senior team members, but across the multiple individuals within organizations was seen as important. So mapping things like lines and frequency of communication, how power is shared, where decisions are made, and how information is shared from a transparency perspective. And I will stop there.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Maria. Table 3 was facilitated by Sanjay Zoppi of the India Country Collaborative, and I think actually flows very well, unintendedly, into assessment of individual versus team performance. Sanjay.